Here I am. I'm sitting here working up my March monthly mosaic crochet along piece. Here's my sample that I have. So I just crocheted up this sample. Oops. And now I'm going to be working up, it just keeps rolling away, doesn't it? I'll be working up the March piece on my afghan here. And I wanted to show you how to work the repeats. So really in the samples I've been doing, I haven't totally been showing you how I do the repeats, but here you'll see there's this piece that's repeated here, here, here. It's repeated 4 times just along this 51 stitch sampler, and then it's also repeated like this up again. So on my chart here, this little box is what is repeated. These first 13 stitches are repeated. We'll see that stitch 14 is the same as stitch 2. And so how I usually crochet it and count it in my head is, so stitch 1 is this beginning border stitch here, so that's stitch 1. Stitch 2 is the next stitch, and that's what's repeated, okay? So I would usually go like, when I do my counts in my head or out loud or whatever, I go stitch 2, stitch 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I'll go like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because we'll see that it repeats. So here the black on the chart is the blue here, and then the white is this gray color. Let me go grab my book. I keep on dropping stuff, don't I? So we can look again at my sample. In my sample, you'll notice that I have these little bits here. And on the top, just the way that mosaic crochet works, you can't really see that repeat. So I edited it for the sake of the cow, and I exclude those little downy parts here. The reason I have them on my sampler is because the repeat, like if I'm going to repeat this more and more rows, it's going to have this, but if we end right here, you can't really see those because I just have to do another green row in order to have these double crochet pieces here. I hope that makes sense. For the cowl, I'm going to exclude these double crochet down so that, like here on the chart, it does look the same. When you crochet it out, you don't get these little doodads, these double crochets down, because that's not how mosaic crochet works. Okay, so for this sample, you'll see I've excluded, so just pay no mind to those. My next color I'm going to be working with is the gray. Remember, I'm doing these Heartland yarns from Lion Brand, and this is just acrylic yarn. This gray color is Smoky Mountains, the Great Smoky Mountains, and then the blue color is the Congaree. Heartland brand as well. Okay, so I will try to attempt to show you how I do my repeat. Okay, so here I am just doing my beginning border stitch. So that's stitch 1. And I'm sorry to say that I am just joining you on row number 5. We're doing color A. So this whole row, color A, row 5, we're working in color A. It'll be this gray color. And even if it shows color B, just each row is done in one color. So this color B is shown on the next row when you do your drop stitch with your double crochet. Okay, so here, stitch 4, 8, and 12 are going to be my double crochet stitches down in the front loop 2 rows below, and all the other stitches are going to be single crochet in the back loop only. Okay, here's my little legend that tells us that. But so stitches 4, 8, and 12, and then as it repeats, you know, we'll also have 16, 20, 24. But how I count it, I just like to go a little bit easier since I know it's a 12 stitch repeat. Stitch 1 doesn't count because that is the beginning border stitch. So we start 2, stitches 2 to 13 are just repeated, okay? So here I'm going to count it. So stitch 1. Already messing up right away. Okay, that's because I just didn't get all of these little pieces. Okay, 1 or 2, 3, and number 4 is our double crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then stitch 8 is our repeat again. And then back to, not as a repeat, that was our double crochet was stitch 8, sorry. Then back to the single crochet 8, or 9, 10, 11, and 12 was our double crochet. Remember I said 4, 8, and 12? This is 4, 8, and 12 are our double crochets. Those are those X's. So 12, 13. Okay. 14 is a single crochet right here. And stitch 14 is just a repeat of stitch 2. And we start a repeat there. So I always say, you know, 11, 12, 13, and then I'll say either 14 or I'll call that 2. And then stitch 15 is stitch 3. 16 is stitch 4. So I'll just start calling it 4. We do our double crochet. 4, then 5, and then 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10, 11, okay, stitch 12, there was my chart. 12, 13, 14. Okay, so 14, we go again to 3. 4 is a double crochet. See how I'm just repeating? 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. Then we start again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to do that all the way down row 5 here. All the way down to the end. I can keep repeating it. And so if you have more or less repeats for yours, you just work it the same, just adding more or less, okay? And this will work the same for all our rows, okay? If there's ever a repeat, just do that and count it just like I did. Of course, if your stitches have a different amount, if yours have a different amount per repeat, then you'll adjust it. Like here for the Hearts Galore, this one was a 48 stitch repeat. So my counting was a little bit different. But for the Peaks and Pillars down here, if I recall, this one was also a 12 stitch repeat. Yes, this one was a 12 stitch repeat as well. And looking at the chart, it's a 12 row repeat. So we just keep repeating all the way through. I hope that helps, okay? If you need information on how to work up the rest of your chart, like what do the stitches mean, what do the X's mean, what do the different colors mean, feel free to watch my videos about the Peaks and Pillar and the Hearts Galore. This was just a video showing you how I count my repeats, okay? I will put links down below to all of these patterns. This is the monthly Mosaic Mystery Cal that I'm hosting in 2022. You can get the free charts on my blog, or you can buy the ebook with the written instructions, the charts, etc. On Ravelry. Okay, the links are below. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel for more stitch tutorials and yarn related content. I really enjoy making up these tutorial videos for you, and leave me a comment to let me know where you're watching from. I would love to get to know you a little bit more, okay? Please like the video also so other people can find it. Have a good day.